Yo, take a seat.
Sher Street Podcast. Hello everybody, my name is Joey Sher. Welcome to Sher Street Episode 3, A Rapper on a Journey. Today we are interviewing Ulrich Gray, a rapper from New Jersey. He started listening to music when he was young that influenced him presently. He currently makes his own beats as well as raps over them with Logic Pro on his side. Welcome to the Sher Street Podcast.
Hey, thank you for having me. Hey.
Alright, let's get straight in.
Alright.
Today's topics are hip-hop, the grind life, the process, and lastly, the future. Dun dun dun. So, let's get right in. What age did you start getting into hip-hop?
What age did I start getting into hip-hop? That was probably not until I was 8 years old. First...
Youngin'.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad, like I said, just pretty much had me listen to all different types of genres ever since I was probably 3. So, but hip hop, it wasn't until I was 8 when I first heard, and I remember the first record was Jay-Z Hard Knock Life.
That's my favorite Austin Powers song.
That's that classic right there. And I just remember sitting there man, this is crazy. But it wasn't until Tupac that I really got into it, because I heard All Eyes on Me and I was just damn, this is cool.
Tupac and Biggie.
Yep.
Yeah. That's actually I didn't get introduced into hip hop till my brother started getting into Eminem.
Oh yeah.
It started with that for me.
Yeah, the funny thing is Eminem is actually one of my top 5 favorites of all time. And I remember at a point where my mom did not want me to listen to any of his music because of of course how vulgar he was, but the man...
He made fun of every celebrity,
Yep.
politician.
But the man is actually a genius, especially how his wordplay is. In fact, what he actually still does is he'll actually read the dictionary. And that's how he just uses all
find the new words.
Yep, find the new words, and then and he just how he just takes these words and just makes them fit. It's just incredible.
So, you've told me recently about your side hustle, right?
My side hustle, yeah.
Your side hustle.
recently just did that, yeah. Started.
So, when did you become an Uber driver?
All right, this was probably 2 to 3 weeks ago. I figured I like to drive. Why not make some money off of it? So I signed up. It was not that hard to sign up and become one. They send you the sticker and that's it. Yeah.
That's so interesting.
So I've been driving people around
to airports and stuff.
Yeah, airports is I like the airport because of the fact that it's more money. Driving from wherever to New York Airport.
Then they hop in the Uber plane.
That's how that works.
Yeah. So, has there been any crazy stuff happen so far?
So far, not yet. I mean, most of the time I do interact with some of the riders, but I sometimes don't say anything, and they'll just have a conversation amongst themselves, especially if it's two people or so. And no, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I haven't had anything weird happen yet. just the conversations where I'll be in the back, kind of what?
Kind of like this, except not on a podcast.
That would be cool, do a Uber podcast and it's just sit there and just talk to random
You should make
people.
your own little game, Cash Cab or something.
If I had extra money to do that, I'd be yeah, sure.
Oh, use Monopoly money.
It's yeah, here you go, $500. It's kind of fake, but
here's a go to free jail card.
That would be something.
That'd be interesting. Then you could make people you could ask them questions.
Oh yeah. Like I said, that would be a great idea, to tell you the truth, if we had that going on.
Yeah. They'd be I didn't win actual money. I won Monopoly money.
Isn't that everybody's dream?
True. Every day at work, that's what I feel like.
Exactly. Oh,
Playing around with Monopoly money.
Yep.
Yeah, you told me like this one story about like someone got mad because you didn't talk to them in like the ride.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was crazy because like I didn't understand why would you complain when you were pretty much on the phone, and I did say hi, and that's about it. But you're on your phone. You expect me to talk to you when you're on your phone? Like,
People.
come on now.
People.
I mean, I'll let it go because the same day I got a compliment from one of the riders saying like I gave like the best service they ever had with it. So
That's nice to hear.
yeah. I mean, all I did was just drive them home. That was no big deal.
You gave the best service ever. Oh gosh, my voice squeaked. I broke my voice. Sorry about that for any headphone listeners out there. Just
Oops.
had to hear me squeak my voice. Like the highest I could squeak it.
Oh man.
I gotta stop. So, let's talk about. We'll save some of the harder ones for later.
Alright.
But what is the grind?
The grind. Pretty much, the grind is like my definition of it is just like how hard you work, and it's like. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be like, you know, like for example, me and like music or like somebody with like art or like just anything in general. Like anything you're trying to accomplish. Like grinding is pretty much like how, like the determination,
Perseverance.
And, yes, and that's exactly how you're gonna get there. Is like you gotta just grind hard, like work hard.
Every day.
Yep.
24/7.
Yep. Like Rick Ross, every day I'm hustling.
Well, that kind of finished it because my second question to follow that up was,
Yeah.
what's that mean? Seriously, I don't know what that means. I was gonna ask if you could play us any samples, but if you want to find that, is there like a SoundCloud?
Yeah, I do have SoundCloud.
All right, I could probably put a link in there too.
Yeah, let me see if we can get
You certainly had a few songs come out. Ginger,
Yep.
Tuesday, Thursday, if I remember right.
Yeah, yeah, the Tuesday Thursday one that's like Tuesday Pressure and Thursday that's Cruising, and that was from my EP, my Hectic Life EP, which came out last year, and honestly, that was like that one like. When I first dropped it, because everyone was like, "Yeah, come on, drop it already," and I'm like, it's not really, because I'm a perfectionist, kind of like Dr. Dre is, like this, like always everything just has to be right, be perfect, and I was like kind of like rushing it to get it out though at the same time, because everybody else was like trying to get me to get it out, and I put it out, and people say it was good, but like I'm like listening to it, I'm like, yo, I just need to like fix like the levels, like some of the levels like just didn't sound right to me. So I went back, I took it off actually for a while, just so I can fix it, and then I put it back on. So now it actually sounds good to me.
That's good. Explain your. Do you have like a process you use when you use your like audio or beats?
Do I have like a process what do you mean? There's
like Logic Pro, Fruity
okay.
Loops, GarageBand.
Yeah, so when I do, so I use now this is how it went. My dad, this is how I got into producing in general. So my dad had gave me this some type of software. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like cheap like $40 software, and I started practicing on that, and that was I was doing pretty good, and then. One Christmas, he decided to get me Fruity Loops. I think it was like Fruity Loops 7 at the time, and I started using that. But then when I got a MacBook Pro, of course, I had a hard time putting Fruity Loops on the MacBook Pro, so I ended up getting GarageBand.
Like me.
GarageBand was I was like, okay. It took me a while to get used to it, and I did. Fine. It took it took a lot of time for me to get used to it.
Same.
But then I decided to upgrade and go into Logic Pro, and I'm still learning it, but it's to the point where I actually know like the basics and know like a lot more. So it's been good. But I think the process though. I really don't have like much of a process besides like, you know, I just get inspired by whatever I hear, because I'll just like go through like a whole entire library of sounds, and then if I hear something that like that's to my liking, I'll try to mess around with it and get something. It depends. I think the quickest beat I ever made was like 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure.
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
That's shorter than this podcast.
Because like the thing was like with I just like it's just one of those things where if you like once you like get into it, like you just want to like just finish it and just like keep on going. You're like, oh man, like okay, I'm gonna add this, or wait, no, let me just like, you know, break this down and do. You know, it's just so much that goes into it. But then when it comes down to actually writing a song, it's pretty much the beat tells me what to write.
Nice.
Like
that sounds very interesting.
Yeah, actually, there's a book that I read, and this is a book I recommend to anybody.
Peter Pan. Sorry, I had to insert joke there.
It's all good. It's a book called How to Rap, and they actually made two versions of. Actually, I shouldn't say versions. It's like
I need to find this book.
Yeah, it's dope. So they have like all the rappers, like Royce the 5'9", Tech 9,
Chance.
Nah, the Chance is not in there.
He was on acid probably.
all the real rappers, like the lyricists, they have as they ask them like pretty much like how's your process, like what do you do, like for example that's one thing I learned from listening to like not listening to but like reading the book and seeing that Tech 9, he was actually one of my top 10 favorites. He said the same exact thing, saying like the beat pretty much tells him what to write about. In fact, I just remember.
I hope one day he hears this podcast.
I actually seen him in concert and actually met him too. He's a dope guy, really really humble.
You met Kendrick, right, too?
I've met Kendrick Lamar too. Yep.
I'm going to pause the podcast right here because I have something to give to you.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very important. We'll be back in a minute or whenever. I'm just going to pause it right here and cut to break.
All right.
Grab some water. Stretch. Eat a bagel. Sorry about my dogs. They keep on barking.
Yeah, that's cool.
So let's talk about the most underrated album so far.
Yeah, I feel like this is.
Out of every person we listen to.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah. Isolation from Kali Uchis, man. That album is from start to finish.
We're not sponsored.
That album from start to finish, man, it was definitely fire. Like that was like the only album so far this year I gave because I can do a 5-star rating, and I gave that a perfect 5, saying it was just it.
He does. He's also like a movie critic. Do you rate movies?
Yeah, I rate movies too. Yep.
And music.
Cause I'll be always going to movies. Every time you go on, if you're like friends with me on Facebook, you will find that I pretty much see every movie, or try to, at least.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh my god. that was fun.
Your head just went like right down.
Nah, I'm straight up. That movie was fun. I'm not big on romantic comedies, but this one was good. Yeah, I definitely put it up there, probably like a 4 out of 5. Like I said, fun time.
All right, so I have a couple rules on this podcast.
Okay.
A very few number of rules.
Very few. Okay.
A very few. One is never talk about politics.
Yep.
So we can keep that out of this whole room.
Yeah, I don't mess with that.
Yeah, that's on Fox 5 and stuff. I don't listen to that.
Yeah, I don't.
But I do have a question.
What's up?
Let's talk about college.
Okay.
Because we both go.
Yep.
We're both go. And that's why episode 3 will be the last podcast for a while, because I have to go back.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. I can't interview people all day.
No.
It's going to be work. It's going to be like LinkedIn. It's all business, no play.
Yep. That's the real world, unfortunately.
Although I listed Halo 3 as a skill. Oh, I should put FIFA on there too.
Oh.
No. I suck at FIFA. That's why we're going to play each other again later.
Cool.
Oh, great. I ruined my other question for you. Will you play me in FIFA?
Sure.
Which one? 13, 18.
Wow, I forgot there's so many.
17. Oh, wait. 17's not download. Yep. Okay, 18 or 13. Whichever one. 360 or PS4?
I'm used to PS4 controllers, so whatever.
Alright, I will verse you in 18 then.
18, okay. 18 it is.
Which team are you going to pick?
That's a good question. I don't know if I go for my team that I usually go for.
He's going to either Ronaldo or Messi, I guarantee
you. That I'm going to have to think about.
Me too.
I'm not even sure who I'll go with.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know for FIFA, for FIFA in general, like soccer in general, like I said, like I know some people watch like the Spanish leagues. I know some watch the Italian leagues and the British league. I mostly watch the British league and my
Premier
team,
League, right?
Yeah, the Premier League, and I usually always pick Manchester
United.
No,
there's like 2 Manchesters.
I mean Manchester United is like pretty much like a stacked team, but it's but I don't really go for them as much. I think it's just because of the fact that I'm like, this team is like pretty much bought.
Oh gosh. FIFA 19. Ulrich's gonna pick. Ulrich's gonna play Xbox. He's gonna pick that one team we all know he's gonna pick. Man United, or the other Manchester.
Yep. I mean, like this is either that or like Arsenal's good too. But
Oh yeah, that's my friend's favorite team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't play as them. I don't know why. Yeah, he used to play them a lot with FIFA 13, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think that was when Hazard or Fabregas was on the team.
Oh, right.
One of them, I forget which. I think Hazard was on Chelsea, but I don't really remember much. It's been a long time. So, question for all the youngins out there. This is a big question. Why is it important to get educated? Like, for me, it's important to get educated because if you don't learn for yourself, you're never gonna be successful with anything you do. Like, if I didn't learn about GarageBand, I would not be here right now. I didn't know about GarageBand until high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then, with like you, ooh, I almost said phlebotomist.
Yeah.
Which you are, but like, you're learning a lot too. Like, you're still learning. We're constantly learning things.
And that's the thing. It's like there's no such thing as like you're done learning. You're like this is it. No, there's always more to learn or more to like to be taught. Like, especially for me. Yeah, especially for me. Like, I learn a lot from like watching like the news clips and like because I try to keep up with current events, because that's another thing about writing too is like try to be up with the time so you can like do your similes and metaphors, like relating.
Alliteration. Sher Street.
So my favorite subject was actually history, because I like the whole fact that
same.
Yeah, with history, like learning about what happened in the past, and the thing is, you like
Helps you with the
helps
future.
you with the future, right? So you learn not to make the same mistake again. But of course, us human beings still make the same mistake. But
Yep.
it's at this point, it's just life.
4 days a week. Same mistake. That's what I do. 4 days a week. Soon to be 3 days a week.
3 days. Damn.
Maybe it's not a mistake. I mean, it does bring me money.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean,
And it's not YouTube because I can't get monetized till like 1,000, 10,000, something like that.
something like that.
Views. I'm only at like 4K, 4,000 right now.
Yes, I mean, I tried to do the YouTube thing, but it just didn't work out. Like, I was like getting like only like probably got like only like 70 views on like some of these videos some of the videos that I did do.
I'm actually just very grateful for like all my subs out there and anyone, because I remember like I was at work, I look at my phone, I'm like, really? My first podcast was like 2 weeks ago? Seriously, that's how I said that.
Yeah.
And then it had like 61 views. I'm like, for my first episode, that was insane. I haven't done a one-on-one podcast in like 3 episodes.
Damn.
2 episodes, because it's been like that insane. I actually like one-on-one versus 3 versus 1. That was a bit hectic.
Yeah.
The last podcast.
I mean, like with like even with like SoundCloud, the one song I think I don't know if I still have it on there or did I take it down, but it was like the first song I ever released, and that was a song called "Pray." And
Sounds like a Kendrick song from Black Panther, but I'm sure it's not.
it's not. It's definitely not.
It's not.
This was like back in 2015 when I released
Back
it.
when I was still in high school. Freshman.
Yeah.
Freshman.
Yeah, it's like around like November, I believe, 2015. And the song made such an impact. Like, I wasn't expecting it, because like if people were like, I've released it. I was scared to release it at first, because
Was it like the dark side?
it's
The dark zone?
it was kind of like it was dark, and so I was just like,
You told me about this.
so I was just like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And then plus the thing was, most of these rappers like they mostly like they curse. I choose not to curse in my lyrics because of the whole point. Now the reason why is because there's this rapper by the name of Blitz the Ambassador. I went to one of his shows, one of the best shows I've ever been to. He performs with a live band. He gets the crowd going. It's crazy. So I met him after the show backstage.
Hype man.
Like I said, we talk, and one thing I remember like every time I listen to his songs, he just pretty much like he doesn't curse. And I asked him about that, like what made you like do that? And he said this to me, which like to this day I always think about it. And he says, when you put, you can put language in it and everything, but when you're trying to say something, this is like, why put language in it? Like, you'll make people listen when you don't. And I thought about that, and I said to myself, all right, let me give this a shot. So, like I said, I ended up making Pray, and I had put it out, and sure enough, everybody was sharing it, liking it. Pretty much became, next thing you know, I had like 180 plays on that one song, just because like everybody was like rocking with it. And it had to do with, and especially it had to do with like, at the time what was going on between, it was like so much. In fact, there's still like that much stuff going on to this day. Like,
I remember those days. I remember there was this whole year of like, this one full year, I forget, was it 2017 or 16? There was just songs about butts and booties. Anaconda, booty.
Oh, yeah. Well, with this...
Bubble butt. So much, like... Oh, there was so much music, like...
Yeah,
It wasn't even good. It was just
a lot of this
dark times.
A lot of it's terrible. I mean, like me. I mean, I'm trying to like. I mean, I appreciate what they do and like make like these like lighter music, but sometimes you got to talk about what's really going on, and that's the point of like most.
I respect rappers like you, Chance, Vic Mensa.
Appreciate that.
You got these people just speaking the the truth. Who else? Cam Meekins, I guess you say.
Yeah.
Whit Larry. You got. Should I say Eminem? I think so. I mean,
he's starting to get into like that whole like political rap and stuff like that. I know he did like he went on
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy's always the best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like in fact, that's what my dad, one of the artists that like my dad got me into was like actually when it comes down to like hip hop, like he like put me on to the classics. He says, this
Big
is where
L.
it started. So I was listening to KRS-One. Public Enemy. I mean, he put me on Big Daddy Kane, MC Light, Queen Latifah,
MC Bud Light, Queen Latifah.
Yep.
Yeah, I started getting to like. This is gonna sound funny. Environmental friendly rap.
Environmental friendly rap. I mean, there's always like different genres of rap.
Yeah.
So
I listened to like Chris Webby. There's like always like one song or two songs in his albums that always have like I like his songs because they carry like messages like Raw Thoughts. He just goes out on Raw Thoughts 1, 2, and 3. I guess he goes out on every single like politician. He went out on X before X died.
I gotta say rest in peace, X. I mean, he
Yeah,
was actually at first I remember I didn't like him because I didn't like Look at Me, but I understand why he did it. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, he went out on Ted Cruz. Oh wait,
Ted Cruz is
politics.
Like,
he went out on politics.
Don't get me started on that, man.
Yeah, I gotta try to keep it away from there as much as possible. It's very important to me to keep politics out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he goes out on everyone. Then he talks about like the environment, and that to me is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes, I mean, the thing is like people like forget about it, like how important like a lot of this stuff is, especially, and that's pretty much how hip hop started. Like it was just like, these guys out here, like I mean, they were rapping over disco beats, like just to find the part and then they break it down, but they were actually saying something back then. Like they were like. Anything that was going wrong with the community, they'll call people out on it and everything. And I thought that was cool.
Who Snapchat me on the podcast? Seriously, no one likes seltzer. Why do they keep bringing cart fills into the break room?
Yeah, I have no idea about that one.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, I saw that. It's been there for like the past like 2 or 3 days. I honestly don't know why.
No one drinks seltzer. If you're listening to this podcast, no one drinks seltzer.
I think. I mean, I probably drank it when if I was like really thirsty, and that was it. But I still don't care for it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Send her that back. She's like, oh crap, I'm on the podcast. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I miss like, like the best way to explain like rap these days. You know Potato Salad, right? Like ASAP and Tyler.
Yeah.
Here's like a part. ASAP goes, "What is this? Mumble rapping?" I'm like, I know what he's going at them. I'm like,
yeah,
it's a good part.
and that's what sucks about these days. And I feel bad about 2 rappers that I put in that category of mumble rap. He's one of the ones I don't like. I can't stand.
Yeah, I can't stand.
Like I'm still trying. Like I remember trying to give him a chance. I said, okay, what's his most popular song? Betrayed. So I listened to it, and like after 10 seconds, I was like, I can't listen to this crap anymore. I turned it off.
Be gone,
Yep.
thought music.
Like him, 6ix9ine, all them dudes.
I can't listen to 6ix9ine.
I tried.
And because him collaborating with Minaj, I can't really listen to her anymore either.
I mean, her album Queen was actually
It
was actually decent.
Yeah, it was decent.
And I was actually surprised to actually say that because I usually never would ever say that about Nicki Minaj.
I was playing like video games last night, and I'm like, I know Ariana Grande made a new album, but at the same time, it kind of overshadowed Mac Miller's new album.
And surprisingly, I actually liked her album too. And I'm not a big. I mean, don't get me wrong. She got pipes. She's good, but I just can't listen to her songs. But this album was more on the mature side, so I was just like, okay, I see you. But as in for Mac Miller's album, I tried to listen to it. I really did. I couldn't sit through it.
I mean,
I got bored.
He's got like a new. I don't know. I'm like, when did he develop the accent? Like the weird accent, you know? Like there was like an accent in it. You hear it?
Like I don't think I really was paying attention.
I used to listen to like. He used to have this album, Kids. I remember like.
Yeah, Kids. Yeah, I remember that one. Kids, yeah. Blue Slide Park. I remember.
Like he used to like. I don't know. It sounded like. I should say normal.
No, yeah.
But. Who can define normal these days?
There's no such thing as what's normal anyway.
No one normal. Knows. Yeah, but I miss like his old stuff, and then I'm like, oh, Donald Trump's president now. There's that song. Oh crap! I'm talking about politics. Sorry.
No.
I'm breaking my rule.
What with that song? Yeah, the song Donald Trump, which I know Trump was not happy about, and he just does it like just to taunt him now. It's kind of funny. But like when it comes to Mac Miller, I really did like watching movies with the sound off.
That was good.
Yeah, that was like his best album. I mean, Good AM was a hit or miss. Some songs I really couldn't care less about. But his new album Swimming, I was just like, this is kind of boring.
I saw the cover art for it. I'm like, why is he on an airplane or a submarine? And
I have no idea.
Why does it say swimming? If you're on an airplane, why are you swimming?
Yeah, I have no idea why it is. It is how it
is.
Yeah, I'm just like whatever. I'm just gonna.
It is how it is, and it is what it is.
Yep, and I'm sitting there like I don't really know.
I don't get it.
I don't get a lot of things.
I don't understand, but
yeah.
I guess it's cool because we can make our own interpretation of it. I don't even know. Interpretation. Yeah. I can't even say words anymore.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Music's just like interesting these days. Seeing it where it's going, like you're having like a lot of music. Like I remember when G-Eazy came out, that was like 1950s kind of style.
Yeah.
Now we're going back to like all different types of music. All different genres are starting to form and come out. Like I remember when dubstep happened,
oh, yeah.
and then I searched up on what's trap music, and I'm like, someone's like, oh Joe, you know what trap music is? It's what they listen to in the crack house. I'm like, where did trap music form? Chicago. I'm like,
here's the thing. People be like confusing the two, like, cause Chicago, that's drill music, and drill music and trap music is like pretty much like the same thing. That's why they kind of like put it together, like drill trap, and trap together. But like trap music pretty much started like, I feel like it actually mostly started in the South, because like
Atlanta, right?
Yeah, Atlanta, definitely.
Shout out to Donald Glover.
Yeah, I mean like you had producers like Drummer Boy, Zaytoven. I'm trying to think of some of the other guys that are like were big with that sound. Shorty Red was another one too. Like those guys, like they were known for these crazy dark synthesizers, and then these like 808s that just like you just crank it up, and then all you feel is like the bass.
What's the 808?
808, it's
So I always hear that like with Post Malone songs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean 808s. Like I love 808s because of the fact that it just gives that song, like your song, like that knock that you just want, especially if you're doing like whatever like type of like a club record, or you're doing like a record where you just want to just go hard in the paint.
Oh, like Waka Flocka Flame.
Yeah, there you go.
Waka Flocka.
Yeah, so that's like a great sound, and that's used in a lot of like Southern rap, especially.
You use any of that?
Yes, I do. In fact, a couple of my beats actually have 808s because I love infusing. See, that's another thing about my sound too. Like I infuse like two things that I that I love the most, and I like the gritty New York sound.
I like that sound too.
Especially like listening to Mobb Deep, Havoc. Like every time I listen to like a beat from Havoc and hearing these like dark chords or like the dark that eerie piano sound, and like hearing the drums and everything. But at the same time, especially there's a time in high school where I listened to only Southern rap, so I was listening to Outkast, T.I.
I'm trying to think of some. Lil B?
UGK, Little B's more West Coast.
So I just dismounted the tripod camera because
that's cool.
It's hot. It's on fire.
Oh yeah, no.
It's burning my hand a little bit. I'm kidding. It is hot though. It's like low on battery too.
No, okay.
Gotta charge it more. Got the SD out of it.
Nice.
All right. Yeah.
But so like I was so big into that, and that was another sound that I like. So a lot of the times I will take, especially if you listen to like certain songs from me, like for example, The Storm and
that's one of my favorite.
And Turn Around. Like they have like that eerie sound, that eerie melody.
Do 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 do.
And then they got like the hard drums.
I feel it. I feel the storm coming.
Well, yeah, it's like you got that plus the lyrics, and like that's what it's like. You just want to listen to it and say like, okay, let me hear what this dude got to say right now, because it's like it catches your attention. Like so many people.
Oh yeah, I'm like it's stuck in my head today. I remember when I first heard that. I'm like just like waiting, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, especially like I don't really like doing repetitive hooks, but that was just exactly like what came out, like how I felt. Like I was just sitting there, like I wrote the verses out, and then I just remember being like, man, okay, I need a hook, and then one day, okay, this is actually a funny fact. While I was working, is when I came up with that hook.
Were you just like slicing cheese?
No, what happened was
you were counting numbers.
I was doing signs, and I was out putting up signs, and then like I was just sitting there like, next thing you know, I said, I feel it, that storm coming, and I was like, oh shoot. Okay.
It's like, I need to write this down now.
I went on my phone, I went on the memo, and I said it a couple times in the memo, and then I just went home and I laid the vocals down after that, and nice. You got it, yeah, and we got it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Because I remember that song is stuck. As soon as you said the word "the storm," I'm like, oh. I'm like, I know that song.
Oh yeah, like I said, a lot of people can't forget it. Like I said, people will still talk to me about that beat. Like say, yo, that beat was hard, and I was like, thank you.
I remember like the piano or the synths. I'm like,
yep.
This is like crazy.
Yep, and that one's just like I just had a piano, had the violin, and I had like a little violin part in there.
I remember the violin part too.
Yeah, and a lot of people, in fact, I had people that don't listen to rap listen to my music, and they love it because of the fact that I also incorporate a lot of classical music in there too.
It's different.
Yeah.
Because it's you being you.
Exactly. So I have this thing where I just like to mix genres around.
It reminds me of that time we were working together and I psychoanalyzed you after like psychology class.
That was funny.
Yeah, I go. They're like, yeah, he's spot on. I'm like, he's either a type A, type B, or type C.
Type C, yeah.
Type C. He holds in his emotions until that last moment. And then he bursts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm like, type A, he's very energetic, wants to do stuff and get stuff done. Type B, he's just very carefree, kind of like Ben.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ben, making them shirts out there. Ben's making like 10 orders right now. We got shirts coming in.
Okay.
Not for any listeners, but it's because they have profanity on them.
Oh, no, all right.
But they're really funny.
All right.
It's all based off a Twitter tweet.
Twitter tweet. And what tweet is this, by the way?
This one tweet that Spino retweeted, and then like about 16 other people retweeted.
Oh.
I can't say it.
Oh.
Because it's funny.
Gotcha.
It's too funny. I will show you that tweet now.
Alright, what we got here?
Yeah, find my Twitter and find that.
Yo.
And retweet it. So, yeah, it's going to have that quote, and then a little dash mark. It says Young Sher on it, 2018.
2018. Alright.
And people said, I will cherish this shirt forever, Joe. I will wear this on my work shirt. And I almost couldn't help laughing. It was just like 10 orders for this.
Wow.
He's like, I'm going to buy this. And he's designing them too, so that's even funnier.
That's dope.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting one, including me. I said I'll buy them, but he's like, nope, I'm buying them.
All right.
I'll give him money for it, like $5 or something.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a merch store, so if you want to make your own Young Sher merch, do it. Just for yourself. I mean, of course, I can't do anything about that, but whatever.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I haven't really like done anything with like merchandise or anything like that. I've just been like, I know I've been kind of like on like a hiatus though too.
You gotta take your Uber car and drive it to like a stage with a bunch of people, and then just start rapping in front of those people, and leave or like go to like a park somewhere with a hat, turn the hat upside down. People like throw money in, just start like rap. Like you ever see those people on the streets like with the guitar?
Yeah. I see that all the time when I'm in New York.
Or like maybe no, you need a venue.
Yeah, I'm working on that. In fact, like actually I'm still in the process of trying to get a gig going. But I just remember them times like what I used to do that on the street when in fact twice when I was in Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, when I was in Toronto. Yeah, so I been to this rap event King of the Dot.
Was Drake there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Surprisingly, one of the events, yes, he was there.
Really?
Yes, I did see him. I didn't get to meet him, but I seen him though.
I forgot to say.
I just
Rick here met Kendrick one time.
Yes.
And J-Rock.
Yes, I have.
Soon he will meet Caliuchis, hopefully.
Hopefully. But like with that Kendrick Lamar thing, that was like that literally was the best $300 I've ever spent. Best thing
ever.
Yep.
Now you have to go to a governor's ball or.
Oh my god, I would love to go to governor's ball.
Is that where you gotta get it to meet her?
No, she's actually performing at Terminal 5.
Oh yeah.
It's
Terminal 5, New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminal 5 is actually a pretty good venue. I went there for the Kendrick concert, and it was actually the first time I've ever been there, and they actually can hold a lot of people in there. It's insane.
Probably better than that venue I went to.
What venue was that?
I don't want to trash talk it, but let's just say after I went, the YouTuber I saw.
Yeah.
2 days later, I unsubbed him.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah.
It was like a kid show. It was like me and my friend felt so out of place.
Yeah, no.
And then we went back to see if we could jump in line and meet the guy, and we got kicked out.
I'm pretty sure the craziest thing ever was, actually, I shouldn't say the craziest, because there's like so many crazy moments when, from all the concerts I've been to, especially 2015 alone.
Mosh pit.
I've actually been in the mosh pit, and
Oof.
funny thing is, I remember telling my dad about it after the show, and he's like, "There's mosh pits and rap concerts now."
Son, you're a mosh pit right there.
I was like, yeah, like when I went to go see Tech Nine, there was mosh pits. I was like,
jeez.
Yeah, and when I also went to go see Machine Gun Kelly, it was also mosh pits.
MGK.
Yeah, that was a wild ass show too.
Laced up.
Like that man knows how to perform. But then again, like him, I mean Tech Nine, like I said, is an incredible performer too. Like I definitely.
My friend Busby, shout to the guy I ate burgers with on Tuesday. He's big fan of Tech Nine.
Oh.
I feel like that's all baseball players listen to.
Oh yeah.
Just baseball pitchers in general. They're
Yeah.
just listening to Tech Nine.
It's just something about his music. I mean the man.
A fastball flow.
Like that, yeah. Like he's just so like fast paced, and I cannot. It's like one of those flows that you cannot recreate. Like
It's like worldwide choppers. But more insane.
Worldwide Choppers is such a great song. It's especially like hearing like in fact I remember the first time I heard it, the first thing I said to myself is that was like literally an orgasm to my ears.
Oh.
Sorry.
Great explanation there.
Freaking best thing I ever heard for that year. Don't remember that.
Alright, we're gonna try something a bit different.
Okay.
So I have the lyrics up right now on my phone.
Okay.
Do you think you could try it?
What we got?
I don't understand the first part, nor do I care. Yeah, you just find which part. Which part you can do. Let me know.
Oh man. Like I said.
Or any song you want to rap over, just let me know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even try to attempt this. Like, I listen to the song so much, but I just remember, like, it's just so hard because how he does it is like.
Is there any song like you think you could do pretty fast?
Pretty fast.
That is like close but not close.
Okay, I actually can do one of my own.
Oh, sweet. All right, let's hear it, folks.
All right.
Or Gray about to rap.
All right, so I'm just gonna start off slow, and then I'm just gonna like start off slow the first song, so you kind of understand what I'm saying first. So it's just from a song I did on the one EP, my first EP, and it's called Monster. And the second verse, actually it was the third verse where I said, snapping, attacking on anybody that thinking I'm crazy, effing, disgusting, the cannibals that be eating them babies, wicked, despicable, Elsa Crowley, no controlling me, the way I be seeing red, that's the end of another dynasty, giving them nothing but pain, anybody can get it, down with these critics reported with red hands that I did it, messed up a little bit of
It's alright, I just heard the eating baby part.
Like I said, the song, like I said, the whole thing about Monster was like, it was fun, it was like one of the most fun records I ever, like, I got to write, because like, I love that whole like I love horrorcore because I thought it's actually fun to write it, but it scares the crap out of people because people sit there looking
pasta.
like they like look at you like, wait, what is he saying? Like he's saying something about
eating babies.
Like I said, cannibals that be eating babies. Like I said,
it's like the Forest video game.
So in the song I go a little bit faster than that, so I end up saying, alright, so let me go a little bit faster. Snapping, attacking on anybody that think I'm crazy, effing, disgusting, the cannibals that be eating them babies, wicked, despicable, obstacle, no controlling me, the way I be seeing red, that's the end of another dynasty, giving them nothing, pain, anybody can get it, down with these critics, reported with hands that I did it. I messed up a little bit there, but that's a little bit faster. And then I could do it a little bit faster than that.
Oh gosh.
So
my head's already exploding. Alright, let's hear it one more time.
Get that water going.
Or wherever.
Alright. So
I want to prepare my ears.
Snapping the crack. So let me get started.
It's alright.
Snapping the attacking on anybody that getting crazy. It's when the doesn't supposed to be in the whip. He's looking super as control. Fuck, it's like a tongue twister now. It really became a tongue twister.
I know.
Yeah.
You're like tongue.
Yeah. Snapping attacking on anybody that thinking of crazy. Effing discussing the kind of supposed to be eating the babies. Wicked despicable out of clothes. As crawling like patrol to be the way I be seeing red. That's the end of the dynasty. Give them the nothing pain and God, you can get it. Dominant critics will put it in their hands and I did it. I'm like, sure.
That was the fastest rap I think I've ever heard. Right next to Worldwide Choppers.
Actually, Eminem goes, of course, way faster than me. Like, if you ever
he's the rap god.
it's like you ever rap god, and if you ever heard Speed 'em from
Speedo?
Speed 'em.
Oh,
It's like pretty much like speed and freedom mixed together.
Speed 'em.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a Midwest Choppers. It's Tech Nine, Chris Calico, and Eminem. And Eminem on the one part in his verse, I don't know how fast that man was going. I was just like, what?
50 miles per hour.
It was insane. And I gotta say, it's with double time. It's fun to do, but then like it's also like kind of it's challenging because it's like it has to do with like the syllables and like timing and breath control. Actually, a lot of breath control.
It's just like choir, but
yeah,
way cooler than choir.
Like I try not to go as fast because I was always afraid that like people will not catch what I say because it's like I'm going like.
I almost didn't. It sounded like you were speaking another language. Like it was kind of like the beginning of Worldwide Choppers, although that's another language entirely.
Yeah, oh my gosh! Like I said, I looked at it and I sat there like, yeah.
I'm like, what am I saying right now?
Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's fun to do. I try when I do it when I have a chance, like I'll throw it in there. But people will be like when every time people come up to me about Monster, they're like, damn. How fast? Like how many takes did that take? And I'm like,
their voice gets like all auto-tuned. They're like, "Damn, son, where do you find this?"
Like that. In fact, that was another one I was worried about too because of a line that I said in the second verse
about eating babies.
It wasn't even that line.
Oh, not that line. Oh God.
It wasn't even that line. People were actually cool with that.
Really, they're cool with cannibalism.
Like I said. Like it's just
insane.
Like I said, it was fun writing that, and I released it towards Halloween that one year. I think it was like 2016.
Spooky.
So I was like, okay, it's a horrorcore record. Why not release it before Halloween? But I finished recording it, and then what happened at in Florida with the Pulse nightclub shooting?
Oof. Yeah.
Kind of like messed up. Like I kind of like thought about it. I was like, wait, I had that line.
All these tragedies happen.
Yeah, and especially I remember the line where I said, it says something about the kill switch flip, turn the club into Deadlands. And I wrote that before the shooting, and then the shooting happened. And
it has to be coincidental.
Like, yeah, and I'm sitting there like, should I change the line? Should I keep it? Should I? And then I was just like, I ended up putting it out, but I put a disclaimer saying, okay, just so everybody knows, I wrote this line way like a month before this tragedy happened.
You didn't give anyone ideas.
Yeah, so it was not the. So I'm not like it's so.
Not
I don't want to give
in the head, right?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I don't want to give anybody the wrong idea and being like, oh man, oh my gosh, like that's so messed up to reference that and it just happened. That's too soon. I'm like, no, I literally wrote this before it happened.
That's insane.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, there's times where.
I have a coincidental story like that too. Like, so just a few days ago, my brother bought Madden 19.
Okay.
And there was, I was at work.
Yeah, right.
And then I was watching TV. And then the news comes on, breaking story. Shooting in a Madden 19 tournament.
Yeah.
Down in Florida.
Yep.
I mean, there's just tragedies everywhere.
It got to the point, and that's why I always talk about that. I try, like I said, I try not to talk about too much about like
bad stuff
and
dark
everything,
stuff.
but like so it comes up in conversation, especially actually. Funny thing is when I go to work, it comes up in conversation.
Jeez.
But
work must be cruel.
It's when you work in the back, it's messed up.
Oh yes, it is very messed up.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even at work yesterday, and my friend, I'm looking at his Snapchat. He goes, "What happened back here?" Someone threw like raw meat, like red raw meat, on like the roof. And then like by the freezer doors, there was like raw meat over there. Then Spino Snapchats me.
Oh man.
He's I'm like, don't worry, Spino, I'll get you some Cheez-Its. He's going through like retraining or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm trying to think of what's going on. Yeah.
I can tell you what is going on. Craziness.
Definitely. I don't. Like I said, I don't know what goes back there. Then again, we have some like wild conversations.
There must be something in the water back there.
It just affects them only.
I must have drank the sink water too much or something. I don't know. It's just cuckoo back there.
Yeah. I just know, like I said, like I'm just so used to when receiving, like they used to talk to like, and they still do, talk about the news and like what goes on. And when like someone like says, oh yeah, another shooting happened, the first thing that happened I say is like, oh, and they're like, I know isn't it horrible? And I said, there's so many shootings lately that I became numb to it, and that's a problem.
We're all numb to violence. That's why I had to stop playing Fallout 4 today.
Oh yeah.
And take a break and play FIFA.
Yeah,
which we should do soon because
definitely.
We're getting close to an hour on this podcast.
Damn.
We've been here for 56 minutes on our butts.
Damn.
Of course, I've been standing up, but not you.
Yeah.
You've been sitting for 56 minutes without realizing it.
So, like, I know you said, like, the future.
The future.
Future. Oh, man. Well, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I know for a fact that I have an idea, and
Monster 2?
That would be interesting, but I don't know if I will do it.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
October is a crazy time.
Yeah. I actually have an idea for
blizzards, Hurricane Sandy.
This is true. In fact, Hurricane Sandy knocked my power out for a month. That was great.
4 hours.
Damn, you're lucky.
Oh no, I was not lucky.
Oh, okay.
I ended up in the hospital.
Oh damn.
I had this problem. Like, they thought it was whooping cough, but it wasn't. I would get excited. I would just vomit. Found out it was chocolate.
Oh boy.
Chocolate makes me throw up sometimes, so that's why I stay away from it.
Well, makes sense.
White chocolate, probably. It's disgusting.
I just know, yeah. So like, I have like a couple ideas. Like I said before, I have a song out right now, with a buddy of mine. He goes by TOA, and it's called Ginger. That's on the SoundCloud. You should check that out. And then also, I'm about to have some drops in. I don't know when I'm dropping them, but I'm going to drop 2 EPs. And they're going to go back to back. It's that same, like, I guess it's going to be a good balance on there. I'm still working on names for it.
You want to give some shouts to anybody right now?
Shout out to anybody rocking with me right now. I mean, y'all the real MVPs. That's about it right now.
All right. Thank you for coming on the podcast. You're welcome anytime for future ones.
Definitely.
And it's been quite interesting. There's been a lot we could talk about today.
Oh yeah, we keep going with this.